Good afternoon, everybody. It's game day 2 here in Group C. We're in Milan, in Italy, and Estonia will face Ukraine. Estonia off their defeat by the hosts last night. Ukraine off a very, very impressive first day victory over Great Britain. So tough ask for Estonia, but they need the win if they want to try and stay in contention for a chance to qualify for the next round. Let's have a look at the menu for today. Great Britain and Croatia already played 86-65. The Croatians got the win. Later on, Greece and Italy play. But now the second game of the day, Estonia and the Ukraine. There you can see the table. Ukraine with a 1-0 record. Estonia currently sit on the bottom of the table, having played the 1 game and the 1 loss. Lights are down. The intros are just about to start. With me throughout the whole of the time here in Milan is Azania Stewart, the Great Britain and London Lions centre. We loved Ukraine yesterday. They were good inside, outside and everywhere. And we also loved Estonia. They played super against the hosts.
Yeah, Ukraine were incredible. They beat GB 90-61. Number 10, Mihailuk, 17 points, 5 rebounds. Solid from him. They've got a lot of height, but also their guards, number 32, Bliznock, 10 points. 5 assists, and they were tough inside. I thought they would really establish their post play, and then it really opened up from the three-point line.
Oh, when you've got this much size, you know, you can extend your defense because you've got so much ring protection. They really did protect the ring.
Yeah, with Pistovi at 7'1", and as you see, their high fives are very high for the Ukrainians, and they've got that first win under their belt, and that is really something that people forget. That momentum, that positive vibes, energy. To get that first win is a good thing.
Absolutely, you know, tournament play is you're quite right. You start well, just build momentum, and it's tough to break that. The Estonians, though, you said it last night, never gave up, always played their style of basketball. They got a great number of traveling fans making a lot of noise, and they were good last night.
Oh, they were amazing. Even though they lost to Italy, it was a 21-point loss then. It was an 83-62, but never did it feel like a 20-point game, Mark. Do you know what I mean? Where at points they were playing so hard, and I looked up and I was like, wow, they're down 18, they're down 20, but they played their style of basketball, and man, their fans come out and show up, and they played hard for their fans. I felt like they played all 40 minutes, head to toe. The fans are in really, really good. I feel like they've got their flags flying and their drums, and probably the second best fans after Italy.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're a tough ask for this. If they make jump shots, they're a tough ask for this Ukrainian team, because that means some big guys have got to get their feet outside the keyway, but they've got to make some shots. I mean, we'll come back after the national anthems to talk a little bit more about how we think this game is going to go. But now we'll stop for the national anthems of both countries, and we'll start with the Ukraine.
is Estonian field in here, and they sang that loud and proud.
Well, before we talk about the game, here are the three officials, the third team. Nicolas Mestre is the crew chief, and their teamwork is as important as the two teams on the floor and ours. So there are now 4 teams that we're looking at covering this game. And I just love the way the Estonian team, and you mentioned it, but the Estonian team and their crowd have a great link, great affinity with each other. You know, the crowd's got passion, they've got passion. Let's look at the most influential guys that we think are going to be major players in this game. And what a game Alex Len had yesterday.
Yeah, Len was 13 points he had, and he was 5 from 7, 71%, excuse me, and 6 rebounds. So he was solid. We see head coach.
And as Bagatskis, the Ukrainian head coach, we mentioned this before, vastly experienced at Europe Cup because he had 4 or 5 years with the Latvian national team at EuroBasket. And we see the starting lineup, and your young man who was the star for me last night.
Yes, he sure was. Kreischer was 20 points. Energizer Bunny, in my opinion. Young kid playing his basketball at Arizona, and he played like a grown man yesterday against the Italians. He was not scared at all. 8 from 11, like I said, 20 points, 6 assists. And at one point, he said, "Come on, give it to me." And he played really, really hard. Good for him.
Well, and you can... So Lea has trusted him at the point, and that's a big ask and a big deal for a coach to look at the 21-year-old and go, right, you're my man at the point. And young Kreischer has really thrived on that pressure. Here's the starting lineup for Ukraine, and
you don't see him in the starting lineup. They come off with Alex Len, who they'll build around. But what I loved about Coach and the young kid, as we see the minute countdown, is that he trusted him and he made silly mistakes. As a 21-year-old, he made behind-the-back passes, you know, tried to be a bit fancy and turned over the ball, but he did not pull him out of the game. He trusted in him, he kept him with him, and no doubt he'll bring that energy. He's not starting today, so that'll be interesting to see when he comes into the game. But I think we're going to have... I think Ukraine are obviously the higher rank. They're at 32, and Estonia's 48. But what the difference is Estonia plays hard for a very long time. I think Bliznok plays just as hard as the Estonians. He drives the middle and is a tough ask. But this is going to be an interesting matchup, in my opinion.
No, I think you're absolutely right, and I think it's down to the Ukraine to control how this game is going to be played. Their size should enable them to do that, but as we've seen in many games, like, teams can disrupt, so that'll be the key. Both teams a little bit surprisingly across EuroBasket now, no naturalized players, and relying on their own nationally developed stars. And the Ukrainians, you know, we'll have to say it, you know, there's far, you know, huger things going on in terms of Ukraine, but this team sees their responsibility. You know, Pistovi said to you on the opening day, it's our responsibility to try and do something positive for the country.
Yeah, and he said they've got 9 new bodies that this is their first FIBA EuroBasket, so that's an intense moment, you know, as a young kid, and also just any player to experience this tournament. It's a fantastic moment, but also you can learn. This is a great, one of my favorites and top tournaments to play in.
So the changes in the both lineups as Zotov starts, but your boy Kreischer is starting, and I think there was just that the order of the graphics before the game was a bit out of sync, but Kreischer's on the floor and has the ball. Open three, wide open early. Oh! Come out of the gate and just knock down the three. You're not going to guard me, I'm going to score.
And that's the energy explosion in the gym, and Ukraine not only has to play 5 players on the floor, they've got to play against a 6th man, the fans.
This is where the ball's going to go a lot. Heron has it, tries to create a little space, almost hooks. Great help, he gets away with a walk. They're going to call a foul. I'm with the crowd on this one. I thought that pivot foot came through before he got hit. And Simsan Devene, I think, agrees. But and that's how it's going to be. The big guys of Ukraine are going to have their space taken away, and they're going to have to be smart, and they're probably going to have to make quick decisions. Otherwise, Estonia are going to try and crowd that space.
Yeah, but he misses the first, so he has to earn his living on the line. But then also you have to adjust throughout the game. You've got to just see how the referees are calling the fouls, and he misses both, so maybe a good foul.
Well, you know, Vladimir Heron, who's really had a good series of games with the Ukrainians, misses both. Kosta goes with the left hand. Man, they're not messing around. They're not running anything. Throw it to someone, but do what you do. Be aggressive. Naya as a 5-0 start.
And Kosta is a post player, but can bring up the ball, and there went pretty much did it all himself.
Zlotov spending a lot of time with the ball. Takes the ball screen from Lynn. He's got to put it up. There's no time on the clock. Throws up a bit of a prayer, and his prayer is not answered. And literally, Estonia just not getting beat, containing the ball, keeping everything in front of them, and they're asking the Ukraine to run something, or run whatever they want to run, to break them down. They're not going to get beat one-on-one.
Yeah.
That foot speed is a big part of that.
And the Estonian fans love it. I told you, they are rocking it here.
Guillemot, who made the first three, gets it across to Kotsar. Oh, great little back cut and hesitation. Kotsar outside the three, thinks about it, gets to mid-range, takes a little separation, step back. 3 from 3 for Estonia. Wow. Gotta love the atmosphere in here.
Look, I've got goose pimples. Loving it.
Bisnook has it. They're wanting to go baseline. He throws it out. Lin has to settle for the three. Doesn't get it to drop. And again, 3 white shirts getting inside position on the glass. If you want to be the underdog and play the game the right way, watch this Estonian team. Contain your man and box out hard.
Yeah, and Alex Lin there lining up the 3. That is in his repertoire. We saw him yesterday. That was his first shot, so...
But you got to love it, though. If you're Estonia and Lin, who really could dominate him underneath, gets a little frustrated, steps to the three-point line and settles to the 3. Bene going up, is blocked. And Heron says, hey, we're the big team here. Mid-court foul. And our boy, Fraser, picks up the personal. Knows when to foul as well. Interesting that the Ukraine didn't go with Denis Lukashov, who for me is it's much the unsung hero, but the guy that gives them a little bit of solidity.
Yeah.
And no, Mihalik's not starting, or not getting a touch yet. He's starting, but not getting a touch yet. And we're already 3 minutes into the game almost. Lin tries to back in, inside out. Ershuk goes down low to him. Lin faces up. He has to settle for the jumper, which is off. And another success. Oh, they got away with the unsportsmanlike. Pulled his shirt. Behind the back, the open 3. Count it!
Incredible! Wow, timeout Ukraine. Stop the bleeding. The Young Bucks are in the building. Wow, look at this. Behind the back pass. Stay with the play. Set his feet. Nothing but net. Estonia is here to play. I told you, Mark. 10-0.
It's just the quickness. The quickness is absolutely just taking Ukraine out of anything they want to run. Coach Bekatsis will not be worried or not panicking, but he's just got to take some energy out of the game, take some tempo. Hopefully change it, slow it down. Just put a break on.
Well, the dancers aren't slowing down. They've come out to have a dance, but hopefully we can listen in to the timeout.
Jookse korvi all, mitte siin. Jookse korvi all. Martu tuleb üle, aga vaata. Kui ei ole, edasi. Aga korvi all. Korvi all.
The Ukraine who came out yesterday, attacked the middle, created things against GB where they got lots of open looks, led early, looked really, really efficient and good. 0 for 3, 0 for 2, and 0 for anything. And Estonia, trouble is they've almost started too well.
Right.
It's like, where can it go from here?
But Mihailuk hasn't even taken a shot yet. Let's have a look.
Hasn't touched the basketball.
No.
On offense, he has not touched the basketball.
And that's a problem, in my opinion. He's your go-to, he's your NBA player, and he hasn't had a shot yet. He has to impose his will also.
Here he is now, on the dribble, drops it to the short corner. Heron thinks about the shot, and he's hooking. He's going to get, the referee will call that. Heron, the help comes early, they're dropping inside, it's all rushed. Then goes up with a tough one, and they just rush you.
Yeah. And a solid defensive stop again, and here goes the shot. Goes up.
Short.
And the lid was going to blow off the place if they did that.
Let's look with a three on the end of transition, in and out, offensive rebound, Heron goes up. And how often for this team does Heron come up with just your bread and butter plays? Yeah. Gets inside position, gets the putback, and there's a half-court foul. And I'll say it again, surprised that Vitaly Zotov has started, because Denis Lukashov is the backcourt guy on this team, and the fact he's not first in, maybe you know, you never know in these competitions, picks up a little bit. Coach wants to protect him, and Jachenko's in.
It's taken Ukraine 4 minutes to get their first field goal, but maybe that's all they need to see the ball go in the net.
So again, Estonia spaced the floor. Great read. Lishnak gets it now. Ukraine did a great job running yesterday, get numbers down the floor. Lin in transition on the second trial is going to move it on, but Estonia get back. Lin deep, inside, outside. Here, look for three is off. And when you've been out there for 3 and a bit, 4 minutes, and that's your first shot, no wonder you're not really in rhythm. Poor decision in transition. The early pass was there early.
Yeah, smart. Mihailuk gets in the way. A nice cross pass.
Chenko thinks about it, goes back, and they've just simply taken Ukraine out of rhythm here. Chenko lines up the three, got it.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't worry about slowing down the Ukraine. Slow down, get what you want. 10-5 advantage, Estonia. So important, they obviously don't have to score every time, but they need to tick it over. They can't have a drought. There it is off. And defensive rebound pulled down, and you can feel the oxygen being sucked out of the gym a little. Riznik gets a foul but plays through it. Chenko moves it on. Zotov. 8 on the possession. Riznik going to the hoop for 2. He broke down the defense yesterday at will, and that's the first time he gets to the hoop.
And here come Ukraine. Estonia miss a few shots, and they come right back.
Koumé off the dribble, misses the shot, and the first time, I think the Ukraine have now woken up, realized they've got to guard their man here.
And it's a long game, right?
Yeah. Lin, great help, but he put his arms down. He would have had position, but the help was there while the ball was in the air. Dorbeck came across, but keep your hands out. Watch this, and there comes the arm down. But then again, Lin missed his first 2 free throws, so let's see if...
Good hard foul.
Yep.
Make him earn his points at the line.
Substitutions for Estonia as Christian Kitzing checks in. There's almost 2 groups on this team, aren't there? There's the 28 and 30-year-olds, and there's the 21 and 22-year-olds. It's, I wonder if they hang out in groups of their own age, but we'll see. Here's Lin on the free throw line, having gone 0 for 2 early in the quarter. Normal service is restored as he makes the first. And there were some questions being asked about Alex Len in the first few games and in the qualifiers. He just didn't really seem to have rhythm, but you know, having that preparation, he's managed to find his space on the team, and now he's fundamental to the success, and his relationship with, or his rotations with Artem Postovi is just fundamental. You've got a 7-foot-plus guy the whole game.
Yeah, which is really nice, isn't it? There's a foul there. But that's nice when you can sub in a 7-footer for a 7-footer.
Yeah,
that's quite a treat.
Absolutely. And Zotov picks up another mid-court foul, and they're going to leave him in. Maybe Zlotov's in there to
wind him up.
well, have a play hard against the young man, make him think about it a little. Esta hands it off. Kirsa wants Tice for the ball screen. Timing's good on it. Pistovi is a big, long drink of water. Foul on the play. Decision making was excellent though. Pistovi's dragged out of the middle, which means you can go to the ring. And you still got to make the pass, and Chris has just manufactured a pass over the ridiculously long wingspan of Artem Pistovi. Here is Lukashov, so no injury issues. Lukashov has started the last, well, every time since I've looked at them since in the qualifiers. And Coach Bagatskas was reluctant to change his lineups. He would almost not go 5 for 5, but there were groups that always played together.
Yeah, it's interesting when coaches do that. Do you stick with what's working for you, your starting 5, or do you do the scout as a...
I think you get what you want first, don't you? Unless you have a real reason. As they throw up another air ball, Lukashov, after giving them a big build-up, comes in and throws the air ball. And do you worry about them, or do they worry about you? It's a balance.
Yeah.
I don't think you should never say never, I think. Tice brings the ball up because Pistovi is not going to pressure him down the floor, so that's an easy decision. Kirsa, oh, great rotation. Tremendous work defensively by Buzluk. Puts it on the floor with the inside hand for 2.
Yeah, and that's where Buzluk is good.
Oh, just goes.
Slashes his way always to the rim.
Well, it was 10-0, it's now 11 tied up. Tice, we've seen a lot of touches early. Katsing is fouled.
High-fives him as he shoots. Let's have a look at this, but it's quite easy. Referee Georgi is all over it. Look at this as he shoots. I think, yep. High-fives his hand. He can't follow through.
Yep.
He's not going to be happy with it, but she's going to explain it here right in front of us.
I don't see Mihailuk's problem. Not only did he hit his hand after he released the ball, which was still a foul, as then he landed in his space, so... But you mentioned it earlier on, if you got a problem, no histrionics, go and have a conversation, and the referee, while the ball is dead, you're not delaying the game, work it out.
Yeah.
She'll respect him, he respects her, everybody's happy.
But that's the right call.
Yeah, absolutely.
We get to see it in slow-mo.
Yep. What he was really asking was, where do the referees go out? Because you guys always go to the best places.
We need to find that out.
Yeah. Where do the referees hang out?
And he makes his 3rd and final free throw.
Katsing, the veteran, 31 now. One of the players that still plays his basketball in Estonia. Deep 3 is off. Shannon's in the game, I see. Ball shot, he touches, goes up, got it again. Deep 3 is off. Shannon's in the game, I see. Ball shot, he touches, goes up, got it again. You don't guard him, he's going. There's a whistle on the play, he's going to shoot the 2. And each of Shannon is easy from a coaching perspective. You put him in, there's no good putting him in and say, don't take a shot, because he doesn't listen to that.
Yeah, but that is a foul.
Oh, yeah.
2 fouls, really, on the drive. And we've seen he doesn't like his shot. Well, he doesn't like, shall I say?
Yeah.
But that's what he's in for.
Yeah.
You know, he shoots his wide open, he drives, he gets to the rim, and he puts pressure on the referees to call the foul. But you have to make your free throws, mate.
And the majority of the Ukrainian perimeter offense is all about standing and shooting. Shannon gives them a different option. He goes 0 for 2 from the line, and Tice, do your job, do your role, gets the defensive rebound, the 2'8" power forward. Lines up the 3, but he's not going to take it. Great defensive effort, but Estonia retain.
7 on the clock.
Get a little separation, stop, pop, was way off. Tice again on the floor this time, and unfortunately, why did the shot clock not reset? Because the ball hit the ring.
Well, it was off of...
Yeah, it came off his head, but they blew the shot clock showed 0.
Yeah.
You see it hit the ring, and then he gets it, and he's just done... Oh.
Yeah, and he knows it, but good hustle.
Oh, he's done a tremendous job coming in. He's going to have to work hard, which is what he's doing. He's guarding Pastovi. He's giving up a lot of centimeters. I'm not sure who jumps on whose foot now. I think Coach Bagatskis is asking for the 3.
Well, it was a smart play because he does wrap himself around Mihailuk like he wants to give him a hug, and he does. He gets rewarded at the free throw line for 2 shots.
It's just giving it the team foul shot, not the 3-point shot that Coach Bagatskis was looking for.
Yes. Thank you for that. That's why you're here.
As he was hopping around on the 3-point line.
Yeah. Beautiful shot by Mihailuk. There's a lovely follow-through and a good rotation on the basketball.
Yeah, and Mihailuk again, he's struggled. His first couple of prep games, 0 for 7 in 1. Really struggled in the game where they lost against Italy in the qualifiers. Couldn't get any rhythm going. But again, being with your team, getting in rhythm, you got to know when you're going to get the pass. So prep really important for him. Tice out top, moves it on. Singh has it, gets it back. This is where you've got to make great decisions off the glass. They're not going to get any change on the offensive ball with Pastovi. There's Shannon, this is going up. Body on the floor, no call. Great penetration. Mihailuk can't get the 2 to go. That's an effort on the boards. Tremendous work by Raista. And they're going to want the unsportsmanlike for that one. I think there's quite a lot of referees on that Estonian bench on this one. I'd like to get a replay of it.
Yeah, let's have a look because a lot of action was happening at one time.
Not sure why that's not a foul, depending on which way you want to call it. And then they work so hard to get the rebound. Then they're off and running. And what was he doing? How is that not an unsportsmanlike foul?
I don't know. Not really too sure, but...
Put his chest out to and catches him from behind with no action at the ball.
The ball, yeah. And maybe because it's not a visible play at the ball, that's probably why, but still, you are correct.
Yeah, maybe if there's any officials out there, please, can someone advise us on this one? Because all he was trying to do was to stop the break.
Yeah,
which is what that referee, that call is supposed to stop.
Yeah.
Shannon again off the glass.
A nice way to attack because they set up in a 2-2-1 full court press, and he just drove that right to the rim.
Foul on the play, and they'll be shooting 2. The great thing about this Estonian team is that they're so decisive in their action. Caught it, caught it, ripped it through, and when the defense had no chance to adjust its position, they keep making free throws. They're going to be in this for a long time.
And you know what? Estonians' offense is a constant moving. They have constant cuts, wheel cuts, back doors, handoffs. It's quite a hard action to defend.
This is where the experience that Coach Bagatskis in EuroBasket is going to be so important, because a less experienced coach will be, oh dear, what do we do? This Estonian team. He knows that teams are going to have runs, different styles of play. He's just going to make sure his guys do what they're supposed to do. That guy with the clearing the floor, he's got to be a bit more enthusiastic, surely.
You see the famous.
It was great. FIBA used it for a World Cup advertising thing, and it's like he's in. He's 100% in.
Yeah, it's time to shine.
Here's Lukashov, who's been in the game for a while now. Shannon gets it, he challenges as soon as he's got it. Kicks it, finds Shev going to work down low, spins back to the baseline, the help comes. Defense is just swarming. What an effort. Kirscher has it now, he's gonna push. Krisha gets the early pick in traffic, turns down the screen, going baseline, gets fouled, will go to the free throw line, and you just love the way this Estonian team said, yeah, you may have this size, you may have this. You go inside, we're gonna crowd you, we're gonna go after it.
Yeah, and there easy foul as he rides that arm. Both teams over the limit. And really, and Pistovi there is really not happy because he had his position down low where he is so successful, and they've missed him.
And they have not come down the floor at all.
And looked for him.
Change the angle a bit and throw it into him, because there's no way they can stop it going in. They just have to decide what to do when he gets it and try to keep him at least above the charge circle and as much towards the foul line as they can.
Correct.
Estonia, after the blistering start, still maintain it as Klisha's going to sit down. They have the 19-15 advantage, and they replace him with Kotsa. They're all pretty much interchangeable. There's no one of real size. Everything ranges from 188 to 208, so it's not as if you're going to lose a lot of size in any spot. Shannon has it. He's going to challenge you straight away, as he does right now. Loose possession. And Bagatskis is right. He's got to leave him in and let's trust him or take him out, because if he leaves him in, he knows what he's going to get. Yeah,
and Sok, that could have been on the offensive charge right there. He was in the right place.
Oh, the SD shout goes up from the fans. They're loving this. Last 40 seconds of the first quarter, and their team have got some real rhythm going on. The runner is good.
Oh, Sok, honey, that is beautiful. Nice mid-range jumper.
Sten Sok, all the history with that family. Comes off the bench. He's one of the vets now, 33. One thing he can do, and he's always been able to do, that would have made his dad proud. Shannon again in the lane, gets it off to Lukashov. Defense by Sockers, and they get a 24 violation. Wow, what an absolute... Lukashov thought it was the end of the quarter. He was on the bench.
Yeah.
Didn't realize that that was the 24 violation. There's still 7 seconds to go. And why not bring back the young man who really is the guy for this team. Krisha is back in the game. He's got 7 seconds, and Sok's out on the floor going, just spread and give this guy a chance to play. Whoever gets this is going to penetrate. 7 seconds is a long time.
Why not?
Penetrates, gets a hand on it. It's going to take a tough lean away. Doesn't get it to go, but he got something. And that's the end of the first quarter. And forget writing scripts and talking about what should happen and who should do what. Estonia just thrown out the scripts on this game and have just put in together a great quarter. They need this 21-15. If Ukraine didn't know, they do know they're in a game right now.
And I told you about the Estonians' grit. And also there you see the the percentages, 42%, 5 from 12 from the field. And Ukraine are getting away from what they're good at. They haven't established their inside game as we get to see the first quarter plays. They haven't established Alex Len or Pistovi down low. So then you're trying to force some things. You've got a fair few shot clock violations because Estonia is playing tough defense. Has really pushed them out of their rhythm and their style. And then you've just got Estonian young boys, that one drill, just absolutely lighting this place up.
Yeah, it was, it's lovely. It's great. It's great to see. It's teams that play to their strengths.
Yeah.
I know we say this phrase all the time. Every one of the guys is going, well, my lane, as you describe it, is this is what they do. I've got to shoot. I've got to be quick. So that's what they do. Hey, if they miss, they miss. Because they're not going to win by playing post-up basketball. They're not going to win by going slow down stuff either.
Right.
So you got to credit where it's due. Credit coaching-wise, credit prep, and credit the crowd, because they're on this. They're literally are at one with this team. So this is almost, not obviously, but almost like a little home game for them with this crowd.
Yeah, this is at least 2-3 airplanes worth of fans in this building as we see the famous hats. I'm ready for those. But you know what also, Mark, real quick, is that even though Estonia lost yesterday to Italy, they played their style. So this isn't something new that they just have to create overnight. This is exactly how they played yesterday. So today they just play the exact same game, play harder. Italy was just the better team. But here, they're head-to-head, and they're in themselves into a game.
Absolutely right. If you keep doing the same stuff like they are, every now and again you're going to catch a team out, and Ukraine don't want to be that team. Buznik has it. Again, doesn't turn. Stock is just, you're not going to beat me on the dribble. Jenko backs out again. On-ball defense is just out the top drawer. Have to close out. They're going to have to put this up. They just about get it away. Don't get it to drop. And then they just box the hell out of it. Tremendous series by Estonia.
I held my breath that whole game. Oh, Estonia, fantastic on the defensive end. Let's see what they have on the offensive end. Stock with the ball.
Stock turns the corner, gets into the lane, passes it on the drop down to Kotsar. Wow, Sten Stock didn't play a minute yesterday. You know, and he's a veteran now. His father's one of the most decorated guards playing for the old Soviet Union. Coached the Estonians for a while. Foul line jump shot is Buznik gets it. They're going to go high pick and roll. They try to turn the corner. They take the tough runner. Don't get it to drop. And if you want to see how to rebound, just look at Kotsar.
Kotsar works so hard on every possession.
That's how you value the basketball. Kotsar on the pick. Little runner, little body contact. Great finish. Yosa's in again because he ignited him offensively last night. He's not going to be shot shy either. Open back out to a 10-point lead. Little deja vu from the first quarter. They've done it again at the start of the second. Lin now down low. Goes to work. What they're going to call? They're going to call a hold. Well, here's the difference for you.
Yeah.
You put that ball in there yesterday when Ukraine played Great Britain. Alex Lin walks it in, goes over his right shoulder, goes 5 for 6.
Yeah.
Kotsar saying, you're not going to the middle, you have to go over me. Yeah, he reached, yeah, it's a foul, but Lin is not in the rhythm he was in yesterday. It's great to see a team following their coach's game plan and getting it done.
Yeah, you're so right, the scout, and you don't really have much time.
No.
But what you do have is tendencies. Players usually stick to what they're good at, right? Alex then likes to go over that shoulder to the middle, and Kotsar said, okay, I'm going to take that away from you. That's one quick detail that you can learn with under 24 hours. Absolutely right, and that's what tournament play is all about. Coaches work every day. Players get a day off now and again, but coaches are working all the time. You got to credit the staff when they come up with little pieces of info that are going to give you that little advantage. Lin makes the second, still struggling a little from the free throw line, down at about 50%. And Kulme's done a nice job advancing the basketball. Here's Sam. Corner jumper is off, defensive rebound pulled in, and pulled in strong by Bobrov. And Bobrov's one of those guys, when you need the job being, he's the man who's going to be with you in the trenches. Off the glass by Lin, nice second move. But he made him make a second move, and look at the way Kotsar runs the floor. Lin's just scored, he had to sprint back. Kotsar is a workhorse. Oh, absolutely. Little lean away for two is good for Kulme. Kulme really pounded that ball and got exactly what he wanted. Lukashov, ball comes out, 3-on-1, might be a literal breakout layup here. Kirasar goes up, blows it, and they outwork them but couldn't finish, and they come up empty, and they can't come up empty in those situations. Meher look off the glass, doesn't, tough move. Meher hangs in the air. Love that. Coach Tehele goes walkabout. That's how he's getting, the way he deals with his frustrations. Walks the sideline, walk that one off. Kirasar, they could have been a 11-point lead. Kirasar with a three is off. First time I think I've seen them take a tough one. Whistle, offensive foul. See, I'm a post player at heart, right, Mark? And this is where I really struggle with referees. Here, you have to let him establish his post-up move. We can see a replay, but hats off to Kotsar because he's so intelligent. He held his ground, he got up underneath him, and it's, let's see, look, watch.
And they caught him because he cleared him and elbowed a bit.
I don't like it because I'm a post player at heart, that's all.
I don't think you should like it because that's big guys going against big guys. There's nothing to call.
Yeah, just let it happen.
Vene on the inside, tries to step to the far side of the ring, got there, then blew the layup. And Simpson and Vene is trying to give him some inside options offensively. And it's that man again, Bobrov.
And Kulame just fouls him. Is that on the floor or? Yeah, on the floor. It's going to be a baseline.
Called it. He fouled him here before he gets. He fouled him on the pass. Yeah. So. There, look, string, nothing but string, and sooner or later he's going to hit some. And Estonia, smart timeout. If you wind it back to the missed breakaway layup when it could have been 29-19, they're missing at that, and we're back at 27-23.
Yeah, this is going to be back-to-back tough scoring, but you know what? Estonia's doing a good job of getting defensive stops. But let's listen in to the timeout as the cheerleaders come out and perform.
Ympärillä on Babi. Muidu, sä vettät kontakti ja järkitsi apua. Ei ole mitäkin. Kyllä jätti katto sinne hilinen. Abi on olemas, korvi alla. Kes on meidän invaderi. Kaikki, okei? Ja VKV jätti.
This is tough by Mihailuk because he really hasn't, until he made that layup, he hasn't really got into any rhythm. And then the very next play.
Yeah, comes out and drills one. That is his bread and butter, nothing but net. Splashes that one, but then sometimes if your shot isn't falling, you do have to get to the rim. You do have to put pressure, see the ball go through the rim, and then it becomes so much easier as he scores a quick 5 points.
I mean, he's a 2-meter guard. You know, it's a tough ask for people. You know, the Raptors like him as a shooting guard. They're giving him minutes last NBA season, so they must believe he's got a future in the NBA.
Yeah, he's played with a fair few teams actually. I think he's had a stint with the Lakers. Yeah. Obviously, being under the great LeBron James, you learn a fair bit, and toughness is definitely one of them. Anyway, here we go. Estonia with the ball.
Kirsa comes off the screen, looks at options. Kotsar's always going to be available because Lynn's going to leave him if he extends. And the ball will stay with Estonia. And that's the issue that Kotsar have. He's only 208. He's got to give himself an okay three-point game. So you can't just let him stand out there like that. Everybody played the pass. He's just got to give himself enough that he's got to get respected. But he's in a big-time club in Baskonia, so he's got the ability to work out with some good coaches. Here he is again, Kirsa.
6 on the clock, though.
Feet set for 3. Kotsar's on the glass. That's a rebound. Goes up, gets blocked. The smart play would have been to pitch it out and start again. But he wants to take on all comers. Mihailuk.
Incredible rebound, though.
Oh, yeah. 1-on-2 and against size. Mihailuk comes off the screen. Lynn wants to establish space. 8 seconds on it. This is going to have to go. Mihailuk's going to just take responsibility here. Stops and pops, tries to... Oh! He wants to foul, but he initiated all the contact. Tough shot, though. Tough shot.
And I told you, Mihailuk just needs it go in the rim, and now he's at 9 points.
Costa, nice pass, extra pass, wide open, gotta knock it down, does! Here, Kirsa.
I'm a fan.
Oh.
Travel, yeah.
If he doesn't have a fan club, we could start one.
Yeah, I'm here. Let's join the rest of them in the building, because he has a fair few here.
He has a fair few fans. They need to know there's a club.
And then is moonwalking through the paint. He just got a little out of control.
Yeah, the pass.
Turnover.
He's not expecting the pass there in traffic, is he? So we'll give him the benefit. 30-25. The dream carries on for Estonia. Yeah, so moves it on. And he goes, oh, nice pass. Kotsar, mid-range. Got to knock him down. Those are the shots that they just have to be perfect on. They're going to have enough tough ones as this game develops. The open ones they've got to make. 30-25. Zotov goes and Lim's getting the touches, tries to work to the middle. Kotsar's just not going to let him go there.
Oh, Kotsar for me, Mark, is an incredible workhorse. His hands are on his knees because, wow, he's working hard. He's having to guard Mihailuk at the three-point line, down Alex Len on the post play. He's putting in a shift.
Mihailuk gets it up for three, is no good. Defensive rebound belongs to Kulemäe. He brings it. Tempo is still good for Estonia. Kulemäe breaks to the foul line, stops the little push, just indecisive. Shoot it or pass it, don't half both. You know, he got to the foul line, wasn't really sure. They turn it over. The fixation almost of throwing it to the post. Kulemäe gets it to Kotsar. And again, Kotsar will have the easy job bringing it up because Lin is just going to stay and wait for him. Kotsar puts it on the floor, comes back off the screen. Rip and play to the hoop. Great finish. Henry Drell nailed the shot over the top of Lin. And I think every Estonian stood up.
And Drell here, do you know what's nice about this is Ukraine wanted to take a timeout and talk about it. He drives, but he gets up, his head up, and his eyes on the rim very, very early. I think people underestimate once you make a move here, look, in slow-mo, up to the ball, gets it on the rim, and he's up. And he's looking at the basket the whole time.
Man, it's, you know, people talk about playing off the dribble, off the pass. That's off the pass.
Yeah.
You know, Mihailuk's an NBA shooting guard, and he had no time to set his feet defensively. He was gone. Drell was gone, and then he had to finish over the big man, as you say. You've got to love this. You know, it's like a watch and learn for anybody that thinks it comes down to, you know, just sheer talent. This team is playing within its skill set, playing with a passion, shooting 44 and 33%. So they're not shooting the lights out, they're just playing hard on the defensive end and just disrupting a talented Ukrainian team.
And you have to give credit to this crowd. A pretty big arena. I do need to find out how many seated, but I would say both sides behind us that the camera can't see. So boom, thank you very much, cameraman. That side's just as packed as behind us, and this is all Estonian fans. This isn't just Italian people coming to watch basketball. This is Estonians have made the trip, and there they are in full force.
There's not many people in Tallinn tonight.
Yes,
they're here.
Milan.
The Tallinn bar takings have gone down tonight, over this weekend, because there's a contingent in the gym. Obviously, there are other towns in Estonia. It's just Tallinn is the capital. Used it for effect. Here's Zotov, comes off the ball screen and gets a stagger on it. Nowhere to go, gets it back. And the defense again, this is what we're going to do. They switch it this time. Oh, nice pass. Heron gets the drop. And Heron, again, simple things around the ring.
And he really can't be on the bench for long, for me, in my opinion. He works so hard on second effort. He's a sock drive down the middle.
And he's tried that little drop pass again. Great work by Tice to recover. There's a reaching foul on the possession. And I don't get it with Zotov. He pressures enough. Every time he tries to steal it, whoever's trying to go breaks him down, which means you're 4 on 5. Just keep your man in front and pressure him. You don't need big plays every time down the floor. Pressure's the thing that Estonia are going to struggle with. Here they are on the sideline with 14 seconds on the clock. Tice is the release. Tough shot, and really would have made, that would have been a great one to make. The shot going up, goes upstairs. Nice touch, nice touch. Estonia will take the timeout. Bobrov gets his 2. And Ukraine's timeout is followed by an Estonian timeout.
Man, this transition break was really, really quick. And finish at the rim.
All started though with let's be fair, with Kulemäe's poor shot.
Yeah.
You know, there was no need to force it that much. And Estonia have to be perfect to win this game. Let's not make two bones about it. If they're less than perfect, Ukraine will win.
Jump all over it, you're right. And Ukraine are doing enough to stick around, and they're good enough. We'll listen in to the timeout.
Hei, teemme 14. Teemme 14. Nyt kun ne vaihtavat, Vene, sulla on palli siinä. Give and go, okei? Okay. Kun ne vaihtavat selle, siis on pukki seilis. Kun ne vaihtavat selle, Vene saa palli, give and go.
Meillä katti siihen. Joo, se on pysäinen, pane se.
On 4.
Well, let's see if the Estonian timeout has the desired effect. You want to take the timeout, come down the floor the next time, run what the coach has asked you to run. So you stop any momentum that the Ukraine have, you get a shot you want, and you don't get run out the other way. Vene gets it, puts it on the floor, thinks about going, Stock has it, 7 on the possession. Tice, some point in the games, Tice may have to shoot the basketball. We've got a foul off the ball, and that's poor by Lukashov. They had him at 3.3 seconds with nothing going. That foul's a big deal because Ukraine momentum, if Estonia go and score, is just stopped.
And it resets the shot clock to 14.
Yorsa, Tice, got to think about being a threat now and again. Goes up with a right-hand hook, doesn't get the drop. Effort on glass, I don't know what happened with the shot clock on that one.
Oof.
Here, look, gets to the middle, wide open, Lukashov is way off. Wow.
See that highlights of breaking Tice's ankles. Here we go. Whoop. Go clean that floor, sir.
Oh, you got a trip. Heron, you fell over Heron.
No, come on. All right.
I'm not giving anyone a hard time here.
I'll take it back. It's better in real life.
Sok gets it into Yorsa. Again, the post-up option with Drell was okay, but he just didn't hold his space. The hair look off the glass. Go and get it to drop. Sok has it. If he runs, he's got options here. Because they commit. That's got to be an unsportsmanlike foul. And I know I shouldn't say that because I'm not the official. But that, by Lukashov, that is just unnecessary. Yeah,
but they all run over to referee Georgi and they'll have a chat about it. And no doubt they will get it.
They're going to get this right. If they don't come unsportsmanlike now, you just give an open license to stop the break.
And to karate chop the other team in the neck. And this is no come-through fight. This is basketball, and that is not allowed, and that is why they put the unsportsmanlike foul in. And they call it.
No, she has to call the foul.
Right.
And then, well, no, she could have called it unsportsmanlike straight away, but she's called the foul, so they've got something to review now.
Yeah,
so first in the normal
foul.
speed.
They have to change her first call.
Yeah, let's just listen in and they'll tell us more.
Okay, so now we have to determine if the point of contact is on the arm.
So this is for me, just play for the ball. We play for the ball and the offensive player is exaggerating after.
Can we check again, please? Yeah, he was playing the ball. And second
for
white.
nothing, I cannot see any illegal.
He's grabbing, so we stay with the normal foul.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You confirm?
I confirm normal foul number 7.
Okay. White ball on the side.
I'll leave that to you. Because the next time someone does something similar, gets called for an unsportsmanlike foul, they're going to go straight back and say, why didn't he get called that? I know what they're saying because they're saying Sok tried to make it look worse. It's a very strong interpretation by the official, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to say...
I can understand what she's saying, but what do you think?
No comment. Let's play the game. Estonia, here we go. Sok with the ball.
It doesn't matter because the referee's call, that's it. Tice outside. Gets it off. Ketsing is fouled. And I think he's going to go to the line for 3. Yep. Let's take a look. When he landed, I mean, he's got to have space to land. When he takes off, there was space to land. When he landed, there wasn't. So therefore, it's a foul. And Sanon saying that Kitsing jumped forward. We couldn't really see from our angle. It's just bad out of that one too. But what matters is that Kitsing's on the free throw line with a chance to make this a 6-point game with 1:38 to go in the half. And he never looks like he's going to miss. And I wish I hadn't said that, because he's going to miss the next one now.
Commentator's curse.
Absolutely.
Okay. It's a real thing, you know. Now that I'm a commentator and I've been on this side of things, it really does happen, but thank goodness.
Yeah, not when you're 31 years old, you know, you make your living doing what he's doing. Here is Sanon outside. Again, the defense is in the passing lane where it needs to be. They're going to guide Meher look hard, make him work to catch. Comes off the ball screen, nowhere to go. Sanon has it. This is going one way. Goes up with a push. Wow, he's just instant.
Yeah.
As a teammate, you're either going to love him or hate him. There is no middle ground. Sock inside off the glass. I think he was trying to pass that. Meher look penetrates. Tough finish.
Oh.
I keep using that word tough with him. Everything he does in traffic is just super tough. Ukraine close it to a 2-point game, and we're in the last minute of what's been such a first half. Kitsing with a handoff. Sock moves it on. Yorsa. Tice with a jump hook. He loves the jump hook, but just can't make it at the moment. Meher look with 30 seconds remaining in the half. Ukraine a chance to tie or lead it on this possession. They've been down by as many as 11. Estonia have only committed the 2 fouls, so they do have fouls to give if they want to use them.
Yeah, 3 on the clock though, so they need to get something up here.
No one else is going to touch it for sure. Tice does enough on the glass. There's plenty of time. 9 seconds for Sock. Wants a little separation. Fires up the 3. Maybe had a little bit more time. Buznik with the half-court shot is no good. And now you can catch your breath. Now you can sit back in your chair and relax.
I did hold my breath that whole possession. Back and forth. Half-time score. Estonia 35, Ukraine 33.
Well, if you are at home watching this, it doesn't matter if you're a neutral or whoever you're supporting.
A basketball fan.
A basketball fan. There's the numbers, Azania. And none of it's going to make someone rush out and go, wow, you should see what's going on. It's the intensity and level of the game.
Yeah, I would say about the free throw line, 84, they get in there a fair few times. I've shown Estonia's aggression. Ukraine is winning the rebounding game, but for me, Meher look 11 points. I really think he's established himself, especially in that second quarter. He hadn't really taken a shot much in the first quarter. He's their NBA player, he's their star, and he's managing himself to get back in the game. Estonia played very solidly, but that's not enough. There's 40 minutes of basketball, not just 20. Here is the first half highlights, and I felt like this was a really tough play here. You're also
off the glass, yeah. And I think, you know, we do really have to say that it's Estonia that lead 35 to 33. With the emphasis on is Estonia, it's not because our boy Kirsa has had a great game. He's had a really good game. It's not because of him. It's because as a team, their leading scorer has 6.
Yeah, Cox. At 6.
Yeah, their leading scorer has 6.
Yeah,
they're all chipping in, absolutely. And defensively, you know, fingers of one hand, the amount of time that Ukraine has come down the floor, run something to get what they want, and got it. Because they just disrupt. And yeah, they've run shots off screens, but they've had to work hard to come off the screen. And it's just, the issue for Estonia is the effort. I know there's a line there where we go, hey, tomorrow's a day off, just leave it out there today.
Yeah.
But when you play like Estonia, the energy required is phenomenal. They are really putting in a shift. Tremendous, tremendous effort. And hats off to them. Absolutely tremendous performance.
And they've managed to disrupt Ukraine, but even with that disruption, they're only up 2 points. So it's a whole new game. Pretty much you have to come out here 0-0 and start again and bring that same intensity. They came out on that 10-0 run at the first quarter. So the third quarter is a very important part of a basketball game. Who comes out with the intensity, who comes out with the energy, who imposes themselves is going to be a big answer. And we get to see one more half of great basketball. That was fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, I'd go as far as saying I think Estonia have to be leading at the end of 3. I don't know if they can come back. I think they can hold the lead, they can fight a lead as long as they've got enough to, you know, go through things. But we'll find that out in the second half. But for now, we'll take a break. We'll see you soon.
Okay, un po' di riscaldamento e training with our official mascot.
Who will you become when the moment arrives and you're carrying the expectations of an entire nation, representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands? It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.
Over 25 minutes, Mitsic really starting to come to the fore in offense and defense. And what a spin bounce pass into the path of Lucic.
Well, you see why Mitsic is just such a game breaker.
Ruban, who's got 8 points now. Sal with the steal. They'll try and chase it back. And won't give up on the play. Nick Krejci.
Yeah, Vlad attacking that closeout and a great feed inside for the first 2 for Israel.
Nimrod Levy with the points. Look out!
Laurie Markkinen is in the building.
Jokic threatens the 3. Wants to take it at Koch. Back-to-back baskets for the back-to-back NBA MVP. Valvin up against Balcerowski.
Oh!
Gives him a taste of his own medicine. He checks the 21-year-old into the highlight reel hotel.
Finish up Simon, gets to the foul line, drops it inside. Zubac has to finish! And he does!
Yes! Zubac wants the and one. That is a big dunk.
I'm with him for the and one.
Yeah!
Still a 2-possession game though. Azonia, extra pass, Smith to give him low, and Anthony can get a piece of it. On the runway up the floor for 2. Oh! That's how to close out, get a piece of that. He's not done yet. Numbers on the break, 5 on 2. Everyone in the blue shirt is absent. Oh! What was that saying? They can put it on the floor.
Doesn't matter. Either way, you can do it all. Drow here with the ball. Yes!
Oh, what a rig! Oh, what a play!
Wow, that is what you call a superstar highlight play. Giannis, onto the combo on your head.
So we're going to go coast to coast. 3-point shot. Oh, my word! Magic Markkinen off his feet, and so too are the Finn fans.
We see you, Laurie. That's a buzzer beater for the ages.
welcome back everybody inside the media forum here in Milan. Estonia back out on the floor, and that must have been a happy locker room.
Yeah, I think Estonia will be definitely happy with that first half, but first half is not enough. You want a complete game. Ukraine will probably be happy with how bad they've pretty much played. That's not their style. That they're happy there's the whole 20 minutes more of basketball to be played.
When we looked at the stats before the break, their 2-point percentage Ukraine's really good, but they're still settling for some pretty poor-looking threes.
Yeah, they are. But for me, it is Mihailuk has finally found his groove, and you might want to be worried about it. You need to get a hold on it. He was the shooting highlight. He has 11 points there, as you can see, and he found his way. He made it to the rim, and sometimes that's all you need. You need the ball to go through. He got an easy layup, and then he started to light it up. This is going to be a game, I can't call it. Obviously, on paper, Ukraine is the better, higher ranked out of the two. But right now, Estonia has the sixth man in the building. The fans are here, and they are loud and they are proud, and I've been loving that.
Oh,
so if I'm a betting woman, which I'm not, I don't like to bet, I like to keep my money. But I'm going to go with Estonia, the upset.
Wow, that's a huge call, and I'd love you to be right.
Thank you. Why not? But I'm here to be neutral and to commentate both teams.
And you know, this half-time will be literally the same conversation we had before the game. Can they run the floor, spread the floor, make enough jump shots?
Yeah, but also they come with the energy. Even they had a terrible clip, their percentages weren't very high. But what was high was their energy, their intenseness. Those two were fantastic. And that sometimes is all you need, because, you know, some days it's a bad day at the office, but you get the job done.
Oh, you're absolutely right about where they are as a group and where they are as a team. If it's a bad day, whatever, it has to be a bad day after the office for the Ukraine. They have to make it a bad day. They have to be the people getting in the keyway, making Lin go the wrong way for him, making people miss bad threes.
Yeah.
They have to make it a bad day for the Ukraine and then just be good enough, and that's where they are at the moment.
Yeah.
The good thing is they got a lot of minutes out of Sok, which takes some pressure off some other guys now we hit the second half. But it's going to come down to the man, the boy, whatever we want to, the Kreischer. If Kreischer can go for as close to 20, they have a chance.
Yeah, and also I think two different things, I spoke about it earlier, is that Estonia was pushed yesterday by Italy. They had to play tough. Yesterday, Ukraine kind of had their way with Great Britain. They won easily, 30-point, everyone got to play. They didn't really get there. I mean, they did. They established their post plays, but they weren't pushed. Right now, Estonia is pushing them to the absolute limit, and they're ready for the fight.
So both teams in the huddle will try and get a listen.
Good, väljen oppiminen, okei, kun ei ole sitä pimeää.
Well, it's going to be much of the same offensively in terms of what we could pick up out of those last moments in that huddle. You know, the handoff, the ball screen, the ball reversal, all the things that Coach talked about. And they've got shots there. Here's the app. Download the EuroBasket app. Get that code. And you can find out everything you need to know about what's going on, not just here in Milan, but in Germany, in Georgia, and in the Czech Republic. I mean, it's we're in four corners of Europe as such, and every group every day has got some amazing games going on. So I hope you've had a suitable drink and relaxed, because this is going to be exciting. Estonia will get the first look at it in the half court. Here they go. They get the ball screen, the Spain pick and roll, and the pop. and they get the post up. Kotsar down low, going to work against Lin. Tries to go second move, left hand, doesn't get the drop. And I've got to say, I love his effort. But you've got Lin all over you. Maybe kick it, reposition, at least try and get advantage on the catch. Mihailuk, the double team really hard show, really took him out of what he wanted to run. Back in, Hero. Lin with the three is no good. And they'll take that. That's a little deja vu moment.
Yeah, he likes that three-point shot. He always starts his offense like that.
And Lin just swats that away. And he had nowhere else to go, did Clearsa.
Yeah, he wanted to hand it off there. Look, he kind of got indecisive, and Lin just comes over and swats that and says, not in my house.
Man, he could have caught that one.
Yeah, he could have.
Kotsar gets it off. Clearsa. Drell with his feet set, just drills it. Drell drilled it. And has a few words with Mihailuk, says, hey, I can do that. Shannon starts for the Ukraine. And I think that's a sign of how frustrated Coach Gaddis is. Tough move by Lin, went through contact and still finished. Because when, as we keep saying, when Sanon's in the game, you know he's going to put some offense up.
Right.
Here's Drell, comes off the screen, comes soft, goes back to the left. Sanon's all over him. Kiesa comes off the Kotsar ball screen. Kiesa gets in the lane, comes back, ball fake, steps away and needs a pass. Got to put this up. Just about get it away, and it drops it. Kotsar. That's his range.
I love Kotsar.
Yeah, absolutely. Every team needs a Kotsar.
And no emotion on him. Just kind of jogs back lightly. Yep, I know what I'm doing.
I love the way, Sanon steps through, super second step. But man, he ain't passing the basketball.
Nope. Green light, ultra green light.
Kotsar gets it to the corner. Drell has it, gets to the middle, has to go with the left hand off the glass. Man, Henry Drell.
Man, these young stars up and coming. They're not afraid of the big moment, Mark.
I mean, Drell's in the G League, and his rights are owned by the Bulls. You can see why. Wow. Gourmet gets in the lane, kicks it. Drell puts up the three. That's long, but don't worry. Kotsar cleans up the mess.
Wow, Roof is on fire. Great three-point shot, exactly what Estonia needed. The crowd are into it, the sixth man is here. Incredible.
Kitsing. Now, what enthusiasm for the old guy. Shannon lobs it inside. Lin goes up, is fouled this time. He's going to go to the free throw line, where he has been less than perfect this afternoon. At some point, Coach Bagatskis is going to begin to worry, because at this point in time he thinks it's all right, they're having a run, we'll be fine, we'll work our way back in. And he's only in the third quarter, so he's okay being in that, but at some point Estonia might not come back. They might.
Estonia or Ukraine?
No, Estonia will lead and then not come back.
Yeah, sorry.
They won't catch him because they'll make too many shots.
Right.
Lin misses the first of the free throws. He won't want to wait. He'll want to get back in it right away.
Right. Lin's, Len, excuse me, is 3 from 5 from the free throw line. Shooting 60%. Make that 3 from 6. Make that 50%.
Play is called by Kirsa. Kulamay. Kotsar, and Lin he's really going to struggle if he wants to take it to him. Ball's out of bounds, and if it's going to happen, they're making it happen. Kulamay plays offense to defensive transition. Tremendous by Kulamay. He was on it straight away.
I want to see this because I'm right in front of it.
Yeah, he just knocked it and got it onto his foot. But it's noticeable, and this is why I'm not sure about not having Lukashov on the floor. Mihailuk's having to handle the ball, and that just takes him away from coming off screens.
Right, I would agree with you on that one.
Kotsar outside, Kitzing off the down screen, they switch that. Down the lane, no!
Wow! Dunk it on Alex Len's head!
Kotsar blocks! and they're going to call the foul. He puts his hand up straight away.
Whoa, Mark Clark, sorry I had to stand up and shout for that one because he dunked it on Alex's head. Look at this, steps through, left hand, jam.
I don't care what has happened in any other game, in any other EuroBasket venue. I don't care if Antetokounmpo throws it down from anywhere tonight. That's the play of the day. That's immense from Kostar. What did I say just before? He's really going to struggle unless he takes it really hard at him. Wow, how hard do you want to take it?
Let me see what my heart rate is, because it is out of this world.
Baskonia, you got a player. He is doing it.
76 beats per minute. That's pretty. That's a workout over here, and I'm sitting down, Mark.
That's good. That's good. I'm good to hear your heart rate's up.
Thank you. Anna worked out this morning for you.
In a heart rate. It's in a heartbeat as such. The atmosphere just builds in this gym. Kulamay has it. Goes left hand off the glass. And they are just taking it at Ukraine. If you ain't going to guard them, they're going to score. And at some point, Gatsas is going to have to make a change here. Unless he just believes they're going to slow up, which I don't stand on. Offensive foul called on Bobrov. And if they're... We talked about wheels coming off the wagon. At some point, Ukraine need to sit down in a timeout and just re-establish who they are. Because at the moment, the halftime locker room, whatever Coach Tohelia said, man, they're putting it on the floor.
And the crowd get louder as they shout, Estonia, they're ready for them.
Kirsa flares, gets it on the sideline, lines up the deep three, and I think the youngster got carried away with the emotion. Had so much time on the clock. He was deep, really deep. Bushnuk puts it on the floor. Haram hasn't seen the ball offensively in the quarter. Bobrov, sorry, Chichenko, sorry.
Tough move there.
Oof, down the gut of the defense, Chichenko. Strong move, 8-point game, 5:22 to go. Someone has to say to Kirsa, hey, just calm down, man.
Yeah, relax, you're good.
Kotsar coming high. Irsa comes off, nice lift. Great D. Sanon's going to make something happen regardless. Watch out, on the runway, Sanon for the layup. Timeout, Estonia. Great timeout, great call. All the emotion was there. It's almost they thought the game was done.
And here, Drow just puts the ball kind of, nope. It was definitely the defensive hands of that man, and he gets the reward of the layup.
Well, I asked why was he starting the second half. There you go. It's not so much the fact his instant offense, his quickness defensively, and maybe that's the call that Lukashov and
Everyone also, I think, is trying to listen into the time.
Yeah.
Kaitses mängivät sitä top pick and rollin, se Spanish pikki. Ja variant on nyt, kun me ei kuule, me etsimme ja sitten me mängimme tavakaitse. Kun me ei kuule, aga kun me kuulemme, me vaihdamme. Kun me ei kuule, niin sitten me mängimme tavakaitse. Rynnet kyllä...
Mängi all ykskord samale kohale.
Aga! Hei! All! Mike! Jos väliä! Samalle puolelle, Haikulle otse sisään, otse!
I have no idea what he said, but what I know is it's intense. You know, guys, someone wasn't paying attention. He wanted to make sure everyone was on that board.
Yeah. I'm not fluent in Estonian, but
No.
I do know when the coach wants your attention. And that's for sure.
And you know what? Every player on the floor there realizes coach thinks we're winning this. Coach knows, coach thinks we're winning it. Absolutely. Yeah. This isn't about, oh, let's do this, let's do that. This is like, hey, coach is like, this is about the win. Biosa goes inside to Kotsar, wants a bit of space to play, fancies the matchup with Heron. Inside out, goes with the left hand, that's short. Heron is good, he really works hard, great defensive stance.
Yeah, really needs more minutes, but good sub into the game. He is solid for me. I'm glad Ukraine's put him back in the game.
So again, goes inside with a pass. Oh, they're going to call that. Ooh.
Well, it's more because...
he lost possession.
No, and also Riesta actually put his hands up. Look, here. He fouls him, and he goes, yep, me, before the play had even finished.
Well, I'm not sure about the foul, but Heron thinks he wants an unsportsmanlike. Come on. It's...
If they didn't give that one
no,
earlier,
exactly.
you're not going to get that one.
Every possession's a big possession here for Estonia. It gives this momentum. They've got to maintain it. Shannon has it outside the three-point line, steps back, look, puts the three up, short. I love the way this team boxes out. Just a tremendous job. No one out there's a leaper. Great effort. Great effort. Koulomé has it, gets it into the half court. Yersa comes up high. Koulomé gets it on the swing through. Gets inside, wraps it to Kotsar. He's deep, pose up. We'll have to earn him from the free throw line.
And you know what I find interesting, Mark, is that Ukraine, as we see the highlight, no doubt is that guy is my player of the game so far. And they've gone away from their big men. Where's Pastovi? Where's Alex Len? They've gone with big 7-footers can't play this game because Ukraine, Estonia have really pushed the intensity. And sometimes it's just that way. Your 7-footers can't be in the game. So that's interesting that they've gone away from that because that works for them well.
It's a great point. It's a great point. I mean, I'd counter it with, in terms of what Coach Beskanis has done, is that Pastovi is quick. He can guard the perimeter.
Yeah.
And down the other, he would be changing shots. And Kotsar, the thing that's going to happen at some point, Kotsar's going to need to sit.
Yeah.
And it might be right now.
Yeah, there it is.
And, when he goes out of the game...
It drops off, I feel like, because Pass isn't an offensive threat. He's good on defense, and this is where I maybe put in a big 7-footer at this moment.
Absolutely right, especially as Pastovi can run the floor. And it's, Zotov is at the point, finds Mihailuk. Tice, who does get out, he moves his feet really quickly. Love the rotation. 7 on the shot clock. Tachenko for 2, and he's been big since he's come into the game.
Love it, and he says, yep, 2, that's for me.
Tice, and Heron takes the defense off. Great little curl off the glass for 2 is no good. Vene gets it alive, open for 3, it's good.
The crowd went up on that one.
Riesta joins that party.
Yeah, they stood up before the 3 even let go. Love it.
Mihailuk in the lane, tries to kick, does kick. Just look, turns down the 3, inside, outside. Mihailuk for 3, drops it.
How did they lose? Mihailuk, come on, Estonia.
The great thing about Mihailuk, though, once he penetrated and it went out, he kept moving.
He kept moving, yeah.
He get to the corner, make sure you're open. Nice find. Are they going to go back-to-back 3s? No, that's short. 2-on-1 break. Mihailuk. And look how quickly Estonia get bodies back. Mihailuk tries to back in, steps in, is fouled, and you've got to say that Koulomé was just sucking into that one. Help was already there, no need to get involved with the ball. Here's the replay of the 3 that you could have heard in downtown Milan, the roar.
I like that he said, mwah, a 3.
He's in Italy.
Love it.
He's in Italy with that hand gesture.
Yeah, you need it, because we are in Italy.
6-point game, Estonia in the penalty now. 2:26 to go in the 3rd.
Wow, this is only the 3rd quarter.
I know. I was just thinking, so much happens in this game. The passion, the atmosphere, etc. Mihailuk goes 2 for 2 from the line. Why wouldn't he? He's having a game. In some ways, he really is keeping them alive in this tie.
Sure is, and that puts Mihailuk on 16 points.
Kirsch is back in the game, has it, takes the ball screen from Tice to go Spain pick and roll. Whereas Kotsar would have got it on that play. They're not going to throw it into Tice.
Yeah, and 5 on the clock. What does the youngster do?
Gets his feet set, gets separation, leans back and buries the 3. Oh, he was in the armchair when he let go of that one. Just leaned back on it. Heron in the post. The help comes quickly, inside, outside. Zobtov goes back to him. Gonna try and back in. Gets too deep, and they're gonna call
the offensive.
Gonna call it unsportsmanlike foul.
Yeah, look, he comes down, he's mad at the first, and then he
that's
it.
Absolutely.
You know why he did that? The first hit, he was frustrated. And then the second, the frustration as we see the youngster crossover, step back, ice in his veins, nothing but net. Oh, I love it. Oh, this is exciting.
Vene, why? You know, you have to ask, just make the guy make the move to score. If you don't like the matchup, but Simsan Vene, and it's one of the vets.
Yeah, his frustration got the best of him because that first hit probably hurt his little ego and pride, and then he said, nope, you know what, I'm gonna karate chop you down and make you earn it.
It's that guy Heron again, doing the blue collar stuff, making no great move, whatever, just solid. Now makes the first of the free throws.
And he only played 12 minutes, but solid 12 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
He really deserved more minutes than that. But anyway, he gets his free throws, and that puts him on 6 points.
And this quicker lineup for the Ukraine is being very effective. 61% from the free throw line against the 88 from Estonia. Zotov to the ring, wraps the pass around. Heron again.
Wow.
Good hands, soft. He had to have soft hands to catch that one. 57 to 54, as close as the Ukraine have been for a little while. Trying to mount the pressure. Great cut. Super cut from the weak side. Yosa just ducked in. The defense went to sleep and he saw it.
Yep.
And also, super pass. Endline possession. 1:26 to go in 3. Tice is always going to be open on that release. Meister comes back and curls, goes inside with a quick release.
Nice.
Release off the single step. Defense can't recover.
Yeah, really nice finish. Long and lean to the glass.
Yeah,
oh, I love that. That's not a play I haven't liked yet.
The little floater is good for Zotov.
I enjoy that one too. This is great basketball, ladies and gentlemen. The back-to-back. Somebody's got to get a stop here because it is a scoring frenzy.
Reister and Kotsar, both at Baskonia. Whoever's responsible for recruiting, give them a heads up for that one. Oh, these two are great.
3 on the clock.
Got to put it up again. Goes inside, little floater off the glass. Fouled with 0.3 on the clock. He must have that clock in his head. Knows exactly where he is. Knows he had time to get the shot away. Body's all over the floor.
And
Tachenko's down and stayed down. There's the foul.
He lands
on the back of his knee. Oh,
I can't look.
Yeah, Tachenko's okay though. He's walking it off. Yeah, I think it looks worse, and he's just shaking. I'm all right, coach. Don't take me out.
See the replay over and over again. That's enough. I'm really happy to see him get up, but that's a tough hit. By accident, and that's the game of the sport, is that you have flying bodies all over the place. And that is wonderful to see. He's up. That's going to be sore in the morning, but he's got the day off tomorrow, so we'll play the last few seconds.
Kirscher makes the first. Gets it back out to 4. This will make it a 5-point game. Every single point. Estonia just need, not perfection, but they need to be right at the top of their game. And 2 for 2, and they're shooting tremendously well from the free throw line.
Yeah, that puts them on 9 points.
5-point game, last 30 seconds of the third quarter. If you thought they were going to fold and Ukraine were just going to bully him in this third, think again. Tice shows hard, the short roll. Heron gets it off. Busnuk in the lane. Extra pass, great ball movement. Zoltov for 3. And if you're Estonia now, you think, well, which player would I take? And Zotov from the corner,
right.
You'll take that.
Yeah, you will.
No disrespect to him, but everyone else is a great shooter. This has got to go up. End of the quarter with a 3. No, it's short. And the ball is loose, and that'll do it. That's a third quarter that Estonia planned in the locker room and executed. That is how EuroBasket basketball is played.
Woo! Well, we'll catch our breath, and that's the end of the third quarter. Estonia, 61, Ukraine, 56. Wow.
Well, every time I think that the Ukraine is going to deal with this, they can't. In every department, they're getting outworked. 39% from three-point line from Estonia, 18% is killing it, Ukraine.
Yeah, that sure is. And they're also, Estonia's been aggressive enough and getting to the line. And a lot of these highlight plays, Drell, it's the young talent to me.
You know what we're going to see on the highlights, right?
What are we going to see?
You know that Kotsar, we are going to see Kotsar's dunk, and I'm just warning you, just in case, you know?
Whoa, I got out of my seat for that one. I screamed. I apologize to everyone because that was exciting, and I can't wait to see that again. Here it is, down the lane. Whoa, takes off. Big time play from him.
There's going to have to be something pretty special for that not to be. And the other thing is, the very next play, when Kulame was making the layup, who was on the glass? You know, Kotsar's over it again. He got a great 3 minutes on the bench. 4 minutes, the last 4 minutes of that quarter, he spent on the bench. And that may be a difference maker. The time he spent there could be, he's right back at him at the start of the fourth.
Yeah, he just needs that quick break and he's back. And Estonia won that quarter 26-23. The only quarter that they haven't won is the second quarter, and it was a 4-point difference. It was 14-18. So they've won 2 out of the 3. Can they win the 4th and ultimately get over the finish line and get their jump? And now, if they get this win, we've got a competition.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, serious. You know, it's like, you saw the courtside app there, all the games from EuroBasket, America Basket, all the games around the world are on that courtside app. If you're watching these games here in Milan, well, I don't care what it costs. It's money well spent. Download that app, watch the games. Stay hard show. Short roll for Heron, inside, outside. Zotov in the corner for 3. What do I know?
Wow.
What do I know? Well, they're happy that Zotov will shoot the 3.
And Ukraine ain't going anywhere. We can't fall asleep on them.
Ayesta puts it on the floor, gets it off. Yosa is no good with a 3. 2-point game. Ukraine could lead on this possession.
Wild.
They're showing a lot of character here, the Ukraine. They have been worried. They have been taken out of the game. Biznuk penetrates, stops, pops the 2. It's no good. Who's coming up with that? That's going to be the Ukraine basketball. And there's a lot of referees in the gym in blue shirts with Esti across it who thinks that's the other way.
Let's have a look.
But they're wrong.
Yeah, no, it's Ukraine's ball.
Zotov stops and pops, ties the game at 61. And after all the ups and downs and all the emotions, we got a new ball game with 9 to go, 61 apiece. And Sidorov, who's just getting his first minutes.
Yeah, Sidorov has come into play. Had his feet set on that. Jump shot.
Pick and pop action. Kitson puts it on the floor. Gets a little separation, but he's short. There's a rebound, and guess who got that? Kotsar gets it out of bounds. And the ball will stay with Estonia.
What a tight game. Man, this is exciting stuff.
Krisa's going to get his blow right now.
Yeah, he's going to need it.
Expect him to be back pretty soon.
Yeah, Estonian coaching staff have done a fantastic job in their subs.
Kulame, what they wouldn't give for a score right now. Almost turned over, recovered. Wide open for 3. Josef for 3 is good.
Big time hit for them.
Oh. Yanara Yusa's a hero in those stands right now. Sweet 3 deep on the clock. Sidorov gets it off. That's a travel. If you square up on that foot and go that way, referee will always call it.
Let's have a look. Oh.
Here it is. Yep, pick your pivot foot up. It sounds like talent in here right now. Pick and pop. Kitsing 1 into 3, great defensive rotation. Penetration, Jussa goes up, drops it inside to Kotsar. He finds a space, what a finish! What a finish, that's how to use your feet in this game. Kotsar, under pressure, takes his time, creates an angle from nowhere, and just calmly sits down and takes a drink.
Yep. There's a smile, whoa.
Whoa!
Cracks a little smile, look at this, he works unbelievably well. As we see, that was the jump shot by Sedrov, but here the missed shot, but the dump, and look, oh, maybe a little travel, but who cares? He's under control.
No one asked for the travel, so we'll go with that.
And that's a really tough finish. When you're under the rim like that, we're listening to timeout.
Pane Brajestelle backrackin, vaata, kui ei ole vaba, pane kos Kristjanille, kes tuleb peale seda ja running fix'id, okei? Kui ei ole vaba, see viimasel hetkel, ja siis...
All right, 66-61. Pretty much most part of 8 minutes to go in the game. Azania's already caught it. Estonia, she's back in there.
I don't know.
No. I'm not saying anything apart from it's a brave call. I'm supporting that call.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with it.
Yeah, I'm not saying that I think they're going to win. I'd love them. After this performance, they deserve this.
Yeah, they're just so solid to me. They play hard, but you know what? Ukraine isn't going anywhere. No. They keep chipping away at that lead. They're only down 5 here.
Heron again goes short roll to get it off. Oh, Tachenko has been so solid. He's playing extended minutes.
Make it 2, Mark.
It's his turn. It's his turn to play for Ukraine. Jussa hands it off. Koulme tries to create an angle, doesn't get one. 5 on the shot clock. Koulme gets it to the corner. The 3 is gone. Is off. Defensive rebound. Chance to tie or lead it on this possession. Brusnok again. And Brusnok has been unsung here. He's done a lot of work on the glass, puts it on the floor, needs a pass. Doesn't get one because just the defensive intensity. Jussa's at both ends of the floor, just working so hard. Henry Drell checks back in. He takes Raesta. There's not a guy that's not come off that Estonian bench and just excelled. And I'll use the phrase, has stayed in their lane and excelled in their lane. They haven't done, no one's forced anything for that team. Sidorov struggling to get free. They have to go full court to Heron. Mihailuk, this is where his experience is going to be needed. Comes off the screen, attacks it left, goes off the glass for 2. And we're tied with 0.1 on the possession. He gets it away, and we've got a new ball game at 66 apiece with 6.5 to go.
And that puts Mihailuk on 18 tough points. They're going to go to him, Ukraine.
Kitsing.
Kotsar's working hard under there. They got 4.
Oh, nice move. Can't get the drop. There's a call on the offensive rebound. They're going to give the 2 because someone played with a ring.
Let's have a look.
Let's have a look at this. Yeah, but it was 50. It was Kotsar who played with a net.
I don't know.
But no one on that. No one's complaining on the Ukraine bench. So maybe they saw it as weak as the ref saw it.
That camera angle didn't help us.
Didn't help us at all. No. Foul. And Mihailuk is now taking control of this.
Listen, Mihailuk, he has every right to complain to the referee. That is 3 fouls from here. 1 from Drell, bang from the young kid across, and then Kotsar, bang. That's 3 fouls. Call one of them early. It's a dangerous play.
Yeah, I'm with you. And Kearkirs's foul was as close to being unsportsmanlike as you can be. Hey, but they're not backing down, that's the thing.
Hey, Alex is back in, Alex Len, as Drell gets the hustle, and guess who's on the floor? And Estonia come out with the ball.
Henrik Drell and Kotsar just weren't giving that up. The officials are going to have to be like, because Alex Len took a little swipe, but yes, sir, again, referee's got to be on this right now. Drell is off. Kotsar again cleans up the mess. 5 on the clock, they're leaving him one-on-one. He goes baseline. Oh, what a move! Oh! Kotsar! Shaking and baking. Oh, what a move. Turnover. The Hairlook trying to create what's going on. And turns it over, just trying that little bit hard. There's still 5.5 to go right now. Watch this. I won't have to say anything.
Yeah. Uses the baseline. Lovely little twist off the ball. And Alex Len.
All those kids who get bored when you tell them. Reverse layup, reverse layup.
Yeah.
Jump hook, hook shot.
Yeah.
Here you go.
When you're playing a 7-footer, yeah.
This is where it is. This is where those hours of practice. Great read defensively by Mihajlovic. And Sidorov is off to the races. He's quick off the glass. He's fouled on the way to the hoop by Klisa. Man, that was Sidorov, who hasn't played many minutes today at all. Looked quick. And what Kirsten will say is, well, I'm entitled to go straight up and down like everybody else, but clear foul. Kotsar on the floor. Drell on the floor. Everybody who needed to be on the floor for Estonia got there. Makes the first 3-point game. Sidorov 8 points in not many minutes. Makes the second. Kirsa advances the basketball. 5 minutes in the fourth to go. Kirsa with the tough matchup.
Right.
Kulme, little hesitation. He loves that hesitation. Creates space. Puts up the three. Is off. Oh, Tice is on the glass. Great work on the glass again by Estonia.
Fantastic work again. Extra possessions behind. Looks at it.
No.
I'm not sure about that one.
It was late. If it's right, I'm fine. But it was very. I was only saying it because it was late.
Let me see this. No extension. Get off of me. Referees haven't made a lot of calls, but that one I'm not really too sure. I will even out. And he goes, hey, I agree with you on that one. The referees have been outstanding, but that is just a top-level move to create space.
No arm extension.
No arm extension. Really just shrugged him off of him and saw him go on the floor.
Yeah, he didn't really drop the shoulder or anything. Hey, we're sitting here for a reason, because we're not in a grey shirt. The hair look. And they're literally deferring to him. But again, everybody's on the floor. He ends up with it, goes inside. Lin goes up, doesn't get the drop. Effort, that'll be an Estonia basketball.
Incredible defense, Mark. Wow, Estonia are absolutely putting everything on the line.
Here, off, try to help that. The referee's going to allow him to do it, obviously, because of the slip that they've just witnessed. Just gives him a little bit of time to compose himself. Had a quick word with coach on the sideline too. He got a lot done in that 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Koulomé on the free throw line.
And to be honest, the referees probably need the break as much as we do as well, because it has been an intense game as Koulomé hits the first free throw, puts him on 10 points.
Koulomé going to Tbilisi in Lithuania after playing in the ACB last year. He's in the highest levels of leagues. Can he withstand the pressure of national team basketball on the free throw line? Of course he can. Goes 2 for 2 from the line. 4-point game. Sidorov. Tachenko picks, pops. Sidorov goes inside, nice pass.
Yeah, Heron. You know, he is tough, man. To be honest, he needs to start and stay on the floor because his relentlessness is really unmatched.
Henrik Drell outside, needs a pass, finds one. 10 on the possession. Koulomé has it. That hesitation just kills people. Kitsing drops it. Drell shot. And Heron is the man who comes up and cleans up the mess. Estonia with a 2-point lead. Ukraine a chance to tie or lead it on this possession, but they've been in that situation a few times in this fourth quarter. Set her off for the tie is no good. And no blue shirt apart from Heron gets their feet wet in the keyway. Yeah. This is 15 round of the box in match time, and who wouldn't back Kotsar to go to the hoop? Draws the foul, will go to the free throw line. Heron just didn't respect him, then he's not going to go.
No. And the one thing you better do is respect that man, because he has been solid.
And it really is the 15th round of a heavyweight competition, this one. Both teams have left it all out there. Under 3 to go. Kotsar on the free throw line to make it a 4-point game.
And he's missed it.
He's only a 60% free-throw shooter across World Cup qualifiers.
They're at 90% there. They were 18 from 20, now they're 18 from 21, but not to worry.
He needs the one here, make it a 3-point game. Character steps up, makes the second. 73 to 70. I didn't quite ever think we'd find that script. 2:40 to go. Here's Sidorov, takes the high screen from Heron. Tachenko goes to Heron. Both teams getting deep on the shot clock. Sidorov steps back for a tough three. That's not going to make it halfway. Estonia have a chance to run here, but they turn it down. The score here makes it a 2-possession game.
And Kotsar was on the end of that defensive block.
Yeah. Koulomé in the backcourt. They find Kotsar high. Nice duck. Kitsing on the inside. Blows the little 2-footer. But a great ducking. Under 2 to go. Mihailuk again takes responsibility. Heron with that roll for 2.
That's a nice 2-man game. They should go to that every single time, to be honest.
Kersar, the youngster, this is when he needs to be fearless.
They've got a mismatch and they want the moving screen, but Kotsar was solid on that screen, in my opinion. Good no call.
Yeah, I think it's good no call, and they should warn the defense for the flop, which is what they've just done.
Yeah, good no call. Referees all over it. Kotsar was solid. He was there first.
10 seconds on the end line. Every possession is crucial, but this one in particular.
Yeah, and the cleaners are out because this is a tough game. A lot of perspiration on the floor, so a lot of slipping, and so we got to make sure that's clean up. So that just gives these guys a second to catch an extra breath.
1:36 to go. Kersar has it on the end line. Kotsar has it. Mihailuk knows they want it to go to Kersar. He's just going to guard him. Kotsar gets hit, goes back with a jump hook, is off. Heron played decent defense, but the no called out. Maybe it's
foul, no?
Yeah.
Bit of a hug down low.
I'm not sure it's a no call in the first minute of the game. But here, look, Heron. I think the only reason it's not a charge is in the circle. They can go and look at this, and Heron wants them to. If they're not sure, they should go and look at it. Let's have a look. Heron. No. Oh. I think they'll get. I think that Ukraine will end up getting this back. And if they're not sure, they have to go and look. If they're absolutely sure, they don't have to go and look. But they're not, so they're going to go and look.
But Heron was, he was right there because obviously Drell hit the ball, he boxed him out, and but this is going to be a tough call. This is, we'll get to listen in actually to the referee's instant replay, so we'll get to hear what they think also. And this gives both teams time to draw up a quick play, defensive and offensive, 1 minute and 16 left. Here it is, let's have a look.
It's a great stand by Kierso, and he's just inside the circle.
And Heron instantly said nope.
I'm still not 100% on it. I need to see it again.
This is tough. Well, we've counted all the cameras. There's 15 of them in the building, so hopefully we can get an angle. Here we go.
There's a touch there, is the one. That's if that's the last one, then it's Ukraine ball.
Will we start 70 seconds to rowing? You go.
Yeah. And you gotta love technology.
Yeah. And you gotta love Heron saying, hey, no, I'm 100% sure of that, coach. And the referee's done a good job. And this is a big possession here. They're down one.
Ukraine, we're saying it again, on this possession, could lead the game for the first time in an eternity. And Sidorov has been a handful. His quickness has been a huge factor. Mihailuk outside. They're going to go pick. That pick and roll has been so effective. They didn't switch. Mihailuk for three, gets a piece of it. Oh, Sidorov reacts quicker than everybody else and gets the two.
Unbelievable.
What a play by Sidorov.
Kotsar just looked up in the air because he thought the shot was coming.
Foul on Sidorov as Drell flared on it. They still have, both teams have one foul to give. See, you see Kotsar, he's looking for the shot. Everybody else is looking up. The only man who could see what was going on was Sidorov. And for all the greatness and the great play, Sidorov's reaction may well have won this for the Ukraine.
Oh, there's a lot of time on
absolutely a lot of time. Kotsar will get it to Gersa, puts it on the floor, stops, needs a pass. Kotsar at the high post, backs out. This is where you got to be brave. This is where you got to back yourself.
That's not what they want.
No, not the fadeaway jump shot. Now you have to back your defense, and Ukraine just go late, go deep. The pick and roll has been the most productive thing. There's around a 14 seconds they'll get after this, Estonia, to get the ball back. Heron with the ball screen. Mihailuk mishandles again. Skips it. Uzuk's got to put up the three, is no good. And Estonia have a shot to win it.
We're going to stand up.
They fouled it on the floor. Sidorov again with a heads-up play.
Let's have a look here.
Now, in my book...
Yes, let's hear it.
Putting your chest into the player to foul him is not a basketball action like that. You're not going to call unsportsmanlike. Sidorov knew exactly what he's doing. He knew he had a foul to give. Took it for the team. 3 or 4 years ago, I'd have been saying, that's a great play by Sidorov.
Yeah.
You know? To be fair to him, he made it look like reasonable.
And the thing is, you know, Ukraine never put Estonia never put Ukraine away. They let Ukraine stay around here, and here they are at one. Unfortunately, a blocked shot and just a missed timing of Kotsa. Hasn't really made any mistakes. And here we see the drive of Mihailuk has been pretty much the star of the game. Yes, Mark, what's wrong? 7.4 seconds, and Estonia had the ball.
Here we go. 7.4 seconds for Estonia to win one of the biggest games in EuroBasket history for them. 7.4 seconds. Mihailuk has 18 points, 6 from 11, 4 rebounds, 3 steals. Means nothing with the 7.4 seconds to go. Here we go. Where do they go? Do they try to go to Kotsa, or do they back themselves from the perimeter? They've got to get it in first. Kotsa's the man, because he always would be. Dare say, goes to the hoop, in the lane, has a pass, needs to get it off. Got to put it up. The prayer to win it is not there. Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking loss for Estonia. Ukraine have toughed this one out and have come up with the most improbable way of winning the game.
Absolutely, what an incredible game. My heart breaks for Estonia, because I would say pretty much as we see the final score, Estonia 73, Ukraine 74. I would say, Mark, 39 minutes. I wouldn't even say, I think 40 minutes. Estonia have played fantastic. There are your stats. Unfortunately, somebody has to lose, and it's Estonia on the losing end. Wow, Ukraine did enough, and they stuck around just to keep themselves in the game. Kotsa, for me, 17 points. Mihailuk showed out when he needed to. But the Ukrainians have done the job here. They had enough. He slips a little bit and just looked for an extra pass, and the time ran out.
And that is, Sidorov is a hero right now. That's Gaddis is a hero right now in Ukraine.
Yeah, he has a little dance.
You know, and it's, and we said it's so, the margins in basketball, the margins in top-level sports are so small, but all sorts of ways to win a game. Great plays by lots of people. You're going to see the best plays, but at the end of it, you're going to see Sidorov picking the ball up off the floor, off of a block shot and laying it in. He reacted so quickly. And you've got to give, you know, Bagatskis has always said he's got 12 players on the roster. I mean, how many minutes does Sidorov play? He just played the fourth quarter and was just phenomenal.
A lot of hung heads for Estonia, but for me, they got to hang them high, because, wow, that was an incredible game, and somebody had to lose, and I'm so upset for them, because they played pretty much, I would say, 40 minutes of Estonia style. We saw that exactly how they played yesterday, the same style, and unfortunately, it doesn't fall their way. And Ukraine, just like I said, stuck around, and Estonia did not put them to bed. And they hit shots when they needed. They got good, solid play off their bench. They didn't go with their big men, Pistovi or Alex Len. They decided to sit them for quite a long time. And I'll tell you, yeah, it was a tough day at the office for Estonia.
And lots of people, coaches are often given lots of criticism, but Coach Bagatskis made those calls, you know, to go and play a little smaller.
Yeah.
To go into a situation where he was going to trust Heron in particular to play that big man role, and he was tremendous on those short rolls and the pick and rolls down the stretch.
Alex Len with 18 minutes and Pistovi with excuse me, 5.
Yeah, and it's and that's the beauty of national team basketball. You have 12 guys, you can have different options, and then you get a replay of Heron down the middle.
Heron was big for me as well.
Absolutely big. And Sidorov playing the fourth quarter. Coach Bagatskis got to take a lot of credit for the win. The other thing is he just kept plugging away, kept his team plugging away. Mihailuk took responsibility and really led the floor as the game went deeper into the fourth quarter.
Well, my hearts really go out to Estonia. 1-point game. They played incredible. I felt like every single person who came off the bench is there. You see the shot and the coach dancing, because that is a big win. That's 2 wins for Ukraine now. They're 2-0 and sit at the top of the table.
Well, and they've almost got a foot in the next round. There's the confirmation. Ukraine with a come-from-behind win does not tell you anything about how big it was. They win 74-73. 9 o'clock tonight, local time. Come back to us. Italy will play against Greece. And you can see how big that is. Both teams with a 1-0 record. Ukraine with 2-0. This group starting to shape up a little bit how most people would have expected to be, but still games to go. We'll be back later for the main attraction. How the hell it's going to be that game, I don't know. We'll see you later.
Fedorov. Substitution for Ukraine, Haruna for left, and then Gonzalo for Passer. We are just about ready for the big shot of number 77, Christian Kulave.